Okay, this social media review is for Pat Tanner, founder of 65 going on 45. So I am reviewing first Pat's Facebook page, business page. Okay, so I want to first start by identifying and letting everyone know and letting Pat know this is a new visual. So Facebook has changed the look. You'll see that over to the far left, Pat's picture is in its own side column rather than within the profile picture as it was for a very long time. So now we actually have been given much more real estate, if you will, to promote ourselves through this image. It's much bigger, which I love. So one of the things that I see here, Pat, is that the pictures inside of the picture that you're using or the image that you're using, it says 65 going on 45. So automatically I have an understanding of, okay, wow, I'm going to feel younger. You're going to give me information that's going to make me, if I'm 65 or older, really feel like young again, right? So it's because it's not about your age, it's about your health. So you talk about health related topics for that demographic. Okay, perfect. I love that. It explains everything to me. The image, on the other hand, there's two things about the image. I love the vitality of these women. You can tell that the first two are older and they're with, someone younger in their family, possibly. But what I don't like about it is I want to see you. I want this image to really reflect how you and your lifestyle and your health and how you're living is going to show me that I can do the same. And so I would like to see you be the face of your brand, if you will. So the first thing that I really noticed is that I'd like to see you reflected as the, again, like the face of your brand. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'm going to scroll down, and in just a moment, I see that you've connected your Learn More tab, which I think is great. But I wanted to share with you maybe some suggestions on, rather than right now that goes to your website. So I want to talk about that in just a moment. But I noticed that in going through your page, I really kind of enjoyed some of the stories, but I did not feel like what you were sharing with us was a true reflection of this, right? I did not feel like it was a true reflection of health and vitality for women over 65. I know that you are also a reflexologist. You're into essential oils, Young Living, and then you do Juice Plus. So you're into these three companies that all are clearly about vitality and maintaining one's health, and yet I don't see a lot of that within your posts. So my recommendation is, first and foremost, is to really dig deep into what is the purpose that you're using your business page for, right? Because what we want to do is we really want to grow these likes and engagement. Now, I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't really use my business page because my business page doesn't get a lot of engagement anyway. And I've been one to say that in the past, so I understand that. But there's two reasons why. One, people are just not putting the kind of content that their people will want to engage with, right? So they even if they pay for boost to boost posts or to pay for likes, meaning doing Facebook ads so that they can build up their following, they're not really creating content that their following is going to crave, and that really is clearly identified through the brand that these people have bought into by clicking like. So that's one thing. And then two, just giving consistent value. We want to see you. So we have opportunities for Facebook Live, and opportunities to even do 60-second videos with Instagram and then post them onto the video, doing our own content, teaching our own classes, our own mini classes, doing Q&As on the topic that really is our brand message. And so I don't see a lot of that here. This confused me here, right? So we have Ottawa Valley Dog Whisperer information, a simple, safe, inexpensive natural supplement that can help keep your dog, cat parasite free. Well, I'm not quite sure. Again, I go back to here. How is that reflected in this 65 going on 45 and my health? Okay, so that's what I want to see a lot more of. I want to see you giving me information that is core to your overall brand message, okay? This is one thing that I saw about Young Living and the company that you are doing, that you're a rep with, and yet it's a forward from someone else's website, And so if they click on that, they will go to Young Living, but where is the connection with you, right? And then here it says a pregnant woman's guide. Well, generally at 65, a woman is not getting pregnant. I mean, generally, right? I would say maybe there have been one or two in the history of the world, but again, your information, so you're sharing what you're doing, Young Living, that's great. What I would probably do if this was something you thought was of value, what I would do is write a note here to say, for you grandmas out there, right? So you want, again, always speaking to your audience, for my fellow grandmas or for you grandmothers out there who are having, whose children are having children, here's some really important information that you'll want to share. So even though it may not be directly related to them, they now have, you're educating them on how to educate their family. Um, so that's how I would do that. The lies about vitamin K. Again, this we need to know, why is this important to your audience? Okay. I see a lot of amazing things on FB. This is one of the best. So I like that you do have some interesting, you do have some interesting things that you've posted, but a lot of this I think can be posted on your personal page. Okay, so Christiane Northrup, she is a beautiful example of really connecting with her audience, right? Women of a certain demographic who are going through a certain stage in life. She talks a lot about menopause. People who are going through that stage, they know that they can go to Christiane for a certain kind of information. So she's a great person to curate content from. So some easy exercises to improve your life. Great. Now what I would do here is write some easy exercises to improve your life from my mentor or from someone that I respect in my industry, and then at um, Dr. Christiane Northrup. Like you want to either hashtag her, which is the little number sign, hashtag Dr. Christiane Northrup, or do the @ sign, which means that you're tagging her. Even if you're not friended with her, she can see that. But first, you'll want to see actually what is her, how does she have her name within Facebook, so that when you @ tag it, um, you can just make sure you're putting the right information in there. Now, what does that do? Well, potentially it could put it on her page. It can see that you're sharing her information. So then you start to have access to her following. Okay, so great. If I would have seen this first, some easy exercises to improve your life from one of my favorites, Dr. Christiane Northrup, and then maybe a blurb about why do you identify with her, right? So again, I want your posts to connect who you are, what your values are, why this 65 going on 45 is important to you, and connecting your post comment and your post content and what you're writing with that message. Always, not sometimes, always. When you're talking about your family, talk about your family, talk about your travels, talk about your children. We want to see that even in a business page. It doesn't always have to be all business, but when you're talking about your family, talk, this is the connection between the life that you've created. So now you're showing at 65 years old, this is the lifestyle I have, and what health means to me is traveling with my husband. What health means to me is spending quality time with my family. And so we get to see that through really beautiful imagery of you and your family, and then again, really great curated content. So let me see. Okay, great. So here, this is so powerful. In a short time, your body begins to heal, amazingly created by our Creator. Yes. So I sense just from some of your posts that you have a very strong relationship with God. So wonderful. And that is really showing us and sharing with us something that is a part of your core values. You are going to have women that will resonate with you just simply because of that. It's like, wow, okay, so she's like me. She's 65 or plus. She's youthful and vibrant, and she's a Christian woman. She's has a relationship with God, and so I really like that. Great on that. Okay, so that's what I would say. As far as your post content, you really want to make your posts relevant to your work, make it interesting, always bringing it back to this. how does it reflect 65 going on 45, okay? I want to see this image changed, um, and I want it to reflect you. I know that you have another one that has a picture of you on it, but I look here and I'm like, wow, you know what? You have some beautiful pictures in your travels, or there's another, there's a resource called Canva, canva.com, and Canva allows you to create Facebook. It does the dimensions automatically, so you can just select Facebook business profile, and then it has some great templates. So I would go there and start to play with how you can incorporate yourself to share your brand with us. Okay, let's go to your about. Okay, so what I see here is this is an opportunity to give people more information about you, right? So what you have is you have your website, perfect. They can click that, but in your short description, again, you have your website. So basically you're saying, well, if you want to know about me, you better go somewhere else. Well, what we want to do here is write. I want to write, how did you get into 65 going on 45? You're a reflexologist, you're into essential oils. Hi, my name is Pat Tanner, and I'm a reflexologist. I use essential oils and, vitamins and herbs to maintain my health, and I want to share that with other women like me or something, right? So we want that short description to really kind of, why do I want to read your page? Why do I want to be a part of your community? Why 65 going on 45? Why is that relevant to me? And you can help us identify if we are actually someone who wants to learn more from you by this short description, okay? And then milestones. You may want to add some more milestones here. When did you become a reflexologist? When did you get into essential oils? So those are some fun facts that people enjoy. Okay, so when I get into your photos, people really enjoy photos. They love to see them, and all I see is this same image. So what I would do is I would delete any extras from here that we only need one of those, and I would add really wonderful photos. Just make it image rich. No videos, but I know you've done videos, so I would add those videos now that they're recorded, and you've had them done. Just post them onto your page, and sometimes boost them. There's 3 different ways that you can boost. You can boost directly from your. So this is not my page, so I cannot show you. But down here, if this were my page, because I would be inside of my own page, it would say boost post. So for $5, $10, $15, you can simply push that or click that, go in and boost a post to a particular audience. It does not give you a lot of control on targeting. It does not give you a lot of management of the boost, but it's a simple way to just jump in and boost a post so that you can start sharing that at a larger scale. Another way is Ads Manager, which is an up-leveled version of, it's an up-leveled resource, and that allows you to target your ads. You can create specific ads rather than just a post. You can create images, so you have a lot more control. And then you have the editor, which is like the analytics. You get a lot more control over the whole ads process. So I would say for now, keep it simple. Boost a post, and then when you're ready, go into the Ads Manager. Okay, so in the About Us, we talked about doing more in your short description and then your posts. Okay, great. So what I would do here now, you have Learn More. So a lot of people are going to click on this, right? So when I click on this, what I see is it takes me directly to your website, which is great. I can learn a little bit more. It has the same image, which I would probably change well, you could stay consistent, but I could do something else. You could do something else there that has a reflection of your brand, but also gives them like even more from you. So what do you want me to do here? So that button, this button is called a call to action. And so basically when you click on that and you're saying learn more, well, what are they learning, right? So I've come over here and I'm in your page. Well, what exactly? I'm learning more about you, but I want something even more. Like I want to click into a landing page that says get this free checklist on the top 20 things that every woman over 65 should be doing to maintain her health. And then make that relevant to your essential oils and your Juice Plus and reflexology, right? So utilizing, maybe give them 5 tips on 5 different oils, or particular vitamins are important for women over 65, whatever that might be. We want this call to action to do more than simply take us to your website, because now you need to do another call to action. It's not telling us to do anything. And you have to always direct your people in social media through the process that you want them to go through the sequence that you want them to go through. Okay? So when I look over at your personal page, Pat, I notice that there is no image up here. So again, you're wasting an opportunity to really tell people a little bit more about who you are from a personal perspective. So, and then as much as I think this is such a beautiful picture, you're so stunning, I would make this a little more personal. Do something that there's a differentiation between your business page and your personal profile. So I would definitely do that. And then you need an image here. And then one other thing that I wanted to show you was ask for Pat's phone number. Hang on one second. Okay. So what I see here is, owner at president at 65 going on 45, certified reflexologist, young living. Okay. That's email. I would add your email, your work email, because I've had people contact me. And then there's a way where you can, excuse me, I'm looking here so I can just see if there was a change here. Okay. So let's see. Details about Pat. Is this where it is? We want to know a little bit more about you, Pat. But here you can also link people over to your personal page, over to your business page, right? Contacts and basic info. Okay. So now you have a different website here than you have on your business page. What I would probably do is change this so that you're consistent. And that's not to say that you don't want to, yeah, so I would make that your 65 going on 45. Oh, I didn't know you spoke Spanish. That's wonderful. Okay. So you have some wonderful content here. Look at this. This tells us who Pat is. We see you youthful and vibrant and with your friends and traveling. Like, I love this. I want to see more of this on your business page. And so what you can do is from your business page, when you post something about your business, you can share that to your personal page. Now, I'll just tell you this for, full disclosure. Facebook has rules against using your personal page to promote any sort of work. And I think you've actually done an okay job of doing that, but it does not prevent you from sharing your business content from your business page to your personal profile. So I would start to connect the two in that way. And then I also, let's see. So you have 1,061 friends over here on your personal page, and you have 200 and I believe it's 245 here. So another thing that I would do is I would do some really fun, very engaging. It could be a contest. It could be, hey, you know what? I want you all to go over and check out this post, something about your business, something about essential oils, something about Juice Plus, something about reflexology, something about living, being youthful and at 65, and say, hey, head on over here. So within your, go into your own timeline. So here you'd write a post and you would say, oh, head on over to my business page and read this article that I wrote, or read this, read this article that I found from Christiane Northrup, right? So if a lot of your people are also in that same demographic, they're going to say, oh, I love it. And while you're at it, like my page. So you want to start to move all of these people over to, not move them, but actually like integrate them into both of your pages, okay? So here you have So within your intro, you can actually edit this in your bio, and I would have something in there about, um, I would have something in there about what you do, just a one-liner. I work with women over 65 to help them X, right? To help them overcome whatever it is that you help them overcome to get to the thing that they want, right? Vibrant living, to help them overcome the lie that as we age, we must also get old to get to vibrancy and youthful vibrancy or something like that. So we can see that in your intro because I'm not again in your page. I can't edit that. And so what else do we have over here? Okay, and then let's see how many videos you have. So you have lots of, look at this, you have lots of great 2-minute, just very quick videos that you could share this easily over to your business page. And then what you can do is when you have a video, like let's go here really quickly. So this one had, I love this. Okay, I remember that. So you had 363 views. Wonderful. How many comments? One, two, three, four. Look at that, 4 comments, and you had 18, 19, 23 people that liked this, Pat. So that is wonderful. So imagine having this over on your business page. If people are saying that they loved it, then you could boost that video. So now you have Facebook's organic reach of views. Now you have your friends and your family that are looking at it and asking them to share. And you also now are going to boost the videos that are doing well and that have a lot of engagement, boost those through a Facebook ad. Okay, so I would definitely put all of these videos on, and it's not too late. It is not too late. So all you really could, you could do one of a couple of things. You could share it and just share it directly to your, um, I don't think I could share it here, but so yeah, that would be to your personal. So you can share it, or you could just upload it since you have these recorded, okay? So I would do that. And what else do we have here? Other than that, I think you've done a great job. I think you've done a great job. So let's see what you have here. Okay, that's for me. Oh, and I don't like it. I like it now. Perfect. So that is my social media. That is my social media review for Pat Tanner's Facebook business page, 65 going on 45. So I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing some of these changes and to seeing you really expand your reach and your audience.